Okay, I will go ahead and give you a confession this morning that very often, most days it seems like now, when I'm getting ready for work in the morning, I'll take a look in the mirror and think, who is this person I'm staring back at? Age is catching up on me. My body doesn't always work the way it used to. You know all the things that happen as you get older. So Providence smiled on me this morning because Jack Silberman happens to be my guest today. He, of course, has In Shape MD. And this time, Jack, you're touching on something that really would apply to me in my life.
Sure.
Because it's not so much the weight loss component of what you do at In Shape MD, it's the coaching that comes with it. And that coaching is available whether you have a weight loss journey or just conditioning. Do I have that right?
Yes, and that can be done either at the clinic or online. So we do both of those.
How do you do that online?
So we created an entire website for workouts that we can deliver right to your home with nutrition, and we do coaching right from the phone. So we create the workouts, we help you stay accountable, we help you do a progression, a periodization training. So you're constantly changing the workouts to get the most effect out of your training.
You're a smart cookie. And so you know that seeing is believing.
Yes.
So I will admit, I'm having this confession this morning, I will admit that sometimes I'll think, well, I guess it's just age that's catching up. I guess I don't look too bad for 52. You know, the kinds of things that the kinds of things that you'll say, right, to yourself.
Yeah.
And then what does Jack do? But he thought, to prove it to you, you sent a picture of your wife.
I did.
Now, will she be mad if you say how old she is?
No, not at all. She's 70 years old.
Look at how cute she is.
And she, and you know, I think if you stay in your training and you stay in your exercise, I think you can do it forever. I think it's when you stop, when you start going backwards. So you don't stop exercising because you get old. You get old because you stop exercising.
That's very true.
Yeah.
But a lot of it is, as you do get older, especially like with Michelle being 70, you have to make sure you're doing it the right way. So if you don't have this history in your life and you just jump in, you could cause some injury, couldn't you?
Yes, and you know, Julie, we've talked about this before. Anything you do in your life, if you have a coach or a trainer, you're going to do better at it.
Okay. So with Michelle,
yes,
I know you just sent a short clip of a video. If she, what does a typical workout for her look like?
So we would do 3 days of strength training, and then we would do 3 days of cardiovascular.
Okay, that's not so bad.
No, it's not bad at all.
And when you do the cardio, is it for half an hour, a full hour?
So we do a lot of walking, just because it's, you know, as you get older, the joints get a little bit tougher to do the running on. So we do, and it's actually enough to keep her where she needs to be, keep her body weight down, keep her heart strong. So we'll go for about an hour.
On a treadmill?
No, actually we live in Florida, so it's nice.
But if you were somebody on the treadmill, if you were doing it that way, is incline important? So
that's a good question, because there's 3 things you need to do when you're exercising to make improvements. You either need to increase your speed, increase your endurance, or increase your intensity. So what you just mentioned about elevation would be increasing the intensity. Okay. So at some point, if you just keep doing the same thing, then you're going to get the same results. So one of those 3 things have to change. So you can go longer, maybe go, instead of 30 minutes, you go an hour.
Okay.
Or maybe go ahead.
No, you go. You're the expert.
And just increasing one of those 3 things would make a good progression.
Okay, so if someone is watching and they say, yeah, but you know, I go to the gym every day, or I have a Stairmaster at my house and I do it every day. It's the same thing every day that's not helping you. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, in the beginning, when you start those things, you start to see some nice results. But at some point, your body gets so used to that it takes more to provide you some extra results.
On the 3 days of the weight training, talk about the importance of that in terms of an overall health benefit, because don't we have the wrong idea?
Yeah, and I think, you know, it really is important to do your weight training, because having more muscle on your body, number one, it's going to make you shape nicely, and it's going to keep you from having the saggy skin, because you have muscle in place of it. But it's more important because it burns up calories even when you're sleeping. So having more muscle on your body works for you almost like a weight loss program.
That should be a bumper sticker.
Oh, it really should be.
Say that again. If you do weight training, what does it do?
You know, and again, we said the more lean muscle you have on your body, the more calories you're going to burn, even when you're sleeping.
That's a pretty big
incentive.
So
it kind of works for you.
So if you are, I'm speaking for all women, I feel like today, so my apologies, but you know how I bet all come in and say, How do I get rid of the arm flab?
Yes.
That's a common complaint.
Yes.
If you come in and you begin to do your exercises, how quickly do you see results typically?
And everybody's different, but and it depends on how hard you go at it. But I don't recommend going hard right off the bat. I recommend starting out really easy, find some wins, get some victories under your belt, and then keep adding it on. I used to tell, matter of fact, all the ladies we used to train, we'd say, look, if you want good, strong back arm, the back of the arms, do this. Every time you take a shower, do 10 dips on the side of the bathtub. And just do 10 dips and then maybe increase it to 12 and 15 and keep going. But if you do it every time you take a shower, you're going to tone up the back of your arms and they're not going to get loose. And it's something that you just kind of remind yourself to do.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
Just make sure that your bathroom is not slippery.
Make sure your bathroom's... You can do it on a step, on a stairs, or if you have a bench.
But that's again where you have to make sure the form is good,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Otherwise you're in for it.
So in some of the training we do online, we send actual videos of so you know exactly what to do, so you're not making mistakes.
So since you do it online, how fun would that be? Because I promise you, I was thinking this morning, my older daughter's getting married next summer, and I was thinking, I ought to call Emily and see if she and I wanted to do like a routine together that could be a fun bonding and whatever. But you could do that even if you lived in different areas of the country.
Absolutely. You could do the same exact workouts, the same, and it would be delivered to your inbox every morning with the workouts and some incentives, you know, to fire you up and get you motivated.
Okay, so to get started, do you kind of tailor it for each person who comes in?
Sure do.
So they just call you and say, hey, this is kind of what I'm looking for, and you guide them from there?
Yes, because some people, remember, don't have any equipment. So they might have to do either go to a gym or they do it at home, so we got to create the workout for them.
But you have, at InShape MD, that area there.
Yes, we do.
Did these clients access that area?
Yeah, if they come in. Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
So if they come in, we have equipment for them to do everything. But if they can't come in, or they live long distance, or they don't want to make the trip, then we can go right to their inbox.
I'm sitting here thinking that as guests leave, I might start doing 10 dips on these chairs in between.
It'll make a difference. It really does. I had a friend just recently that was struggling with getting started. He was about my age, and he said, I don't know what to do. And I said, well, just start out on day one of a month and do 1 push-up. Day 2, do 2 push-ups. Now he's doing over 100 push-ups.
Wow.
Over 100 push-ups, but he started with 1. And it's just finding that little space where you see victories and you just can keep going.
Like the old proverb, right? The
Yes.
journey of 1,000 miles begins with 1 step.
That's perfect.
Fun talking to you,
Yes,
Jack Silberman.
always, always.
InShape MD is the place to go. The number to call, 475-5088. His studio, if you will, is right there off of Perimeter Drive near 153, easy to find. But if you do want to go online, it's InShapeMDChattanooga.com.